I recently had the pleasure of visiting with Sounders goalkeeper Stefan Frei at his home on Bainbridge Island. Stefan and his wife have a gorgeous, gorgeous home. Look at that. They designed from the ground up. I was especially impressed by their state-of-the-art kitchen in the heart of the home. That's where Stefan showed me how to make a couple of his favorite recipes with the help of some high-tech appliances. Take a look. Oh my gosh, I am so excited to be cooking with Stefan Frei today. This is a real treat. What do you have in store for me today?
No pressure, right?
No pressure.
Excited that you guys are coming over here and get to cook some Zopf, which is a traditional Swiss bread. And then I thought we'd keep going with the Swiss tradition, and there's a meal, it's called Grandfather's Elbow Casserole, and we're gonna make that as well.
Well, this all sounds delicious, so hopefully I will be helpful. How do we go about the bread? All
right, let's do it. So we're gonna start with flour. I just use regular flour, so 2 cups there. It is kind of like a brioche-type bread, and if you prefer it sweeter, you can add a little bit of sugar.
Yeah, always hit me with the sweet. I'm in for that.
Cool, we're gonna mix that through. Now, dry yeast. To activate this, you need to actually add a little bit of liquid, a sugar source, and it needs to be somewhat the right temperature for it to activate. So if you have the liquid, which in our case will be milk, too hot, it might kill the yeast. If it's too cold, it's not gonna do anything. And then we're gonna try to make that warm. And so I pop this in the microwave for 30 seconds.
That's like the fanciest microwave I've ever seen.
And then that little denture I made in the flour, we're just gonna kind of pour that in here. And you can already see it starting to foam, which means that the yeast is activating. Correct. So while the yeast is activating, we're gonna prep the rest of the liquid for this dough, which consists of butter and milk. If you want to give it a quick mix,
sure.
Be my guest. Perfect. Awesome. We're gonna move everything on here. And now it's kind of more gonna be about feeling. So I'm gonna combine it. Once we're happy with the consistency of the dough, we're gonna just kind of let it sit and let it rise. It should hopefully double in size about. We're lucky because we have amazing Thermador ovens here, and I have a steam oven that has a proof setting, and we're gonna use that.
But your oven really cuts the time down significantly.
Yeah. So while that's proofing, we're gonna be waiting about 40 to 50 minutes, and I think we have some time to maybe start our main course. Okay, so let's do our little casserole. I'm gonna pass you some ingredients.
Yes.
We got some bacon.
Ooh, yum, yep.
You like mushrooms?
Every veggie.
We have mushrooms.
Yes.
And then we also have carrots and celery.
You get some greens in there with some bacon,
Yeah, especially for, if I make a meal before a game, I need some substance. Usually it's pasta dish, but I love this cooktop. It's an induction heat. So instead of a high 9, I'm gonna put this to a rapid, and you'll see it's gonna happen very, very quickly. So I'm gonna add a little bit of butter in here. I know we're gonna have lots of fat from here,
Sizzling is happening.
I'm gonna turn this guy down just a notch because it's going crazy.
I know.
All right, we're gonna start with the bacon.
Yum. It's about to smell really good in here. So obviously I'm obsessed with your house. It's stunning.
Oh, thank you.
Let that be known. And all your appliances, like everything is just so luxurious.
It's very minimalist. I've learned that for me, less is more. So I've been very, very fortunate teaming up with Albert Lee and Thermador to get such amazing appliances. And like you said, this looks very simple, but it's an amazing fridge that's like super functional, but also aesthetically very pleasing, right? The kitchen was going to be the heart of the home in a way. And so it was going to be really nice to have that be a place where we spend, or have some really good pieces. I didn't know what is the bee's knees, right?
Right.
But Albert Lee came through and told me what the bee's knees is, which is Thermador. And so I was like, yep, that sounds great. The more I've learned about the appliances and how to use them, I'm even just still scratching the surface. Like in this pan, for example, on this stovetop, you could put a puck on this pan, and then we could actually start cooking via temperature in the pan rather than me just dialing it up and down. I think food reaches across language barriers and culture barriers. Like, everybody loves a good meal. And you can sit there and not even be able to communicate properly with someone, but if you both eat something and you both are feeling it, then you know we're all good, right?
The smiles, the eyes, like, yes.
Absolutely. So let's add those.
Do I need to tone this down?
You can put it down so you press on it, and now you slide it down one, and you can just leave it wherever you want. Yeah, and then I'll accept that.
Wow.
Boom. So the next step is we're gonna take this off, put it aside, and then we're gonna make a bechamel sauce. See how it's thickening? So we're gonna actually turn this off because I like the way that's looking. We're gonna add cheese on top of that.
Okay, you're getting a lot of cheese too.
Perfect.
Okay, is it time to get our beautiful bread out of the oven?
Yeah, I think so. So it was in there for about 45 minutes, and I think it rose a decent amount. Sometimes, especially with cooking, when you have to do steps that take a long time, that can be discouraging, especially if you're like, oh, I would love to make a piece of bread right now.
Right.
But it's gonna take 4 hours.
That's why I haven't even ever attempted, because I just think that it's gonna take all day.
Yeah, so we're gonna need to talk to Albert Lee and get you a steam oven, because then you're gonna be making bread in no time.
Okay.
We're gonna take this out, we're gonna split this in half. We're working with a yeast bread, so an environment that has moisture in it would be perfect. So I have the steam oven, so we're gonna utilize that again. If you don't have a steam oven at home, you can use some kind of ceramic, fill it with water, put it on the very bottom, and then that will create a little bit of steam. All right. Smells good. We got a little bit of color on the cheese on the top.
Yes.
But everything else is already cooked.
You can tell it's perfect. Perfect, perfect. It was so delicious. And Stefan Frei is by far the nicest human I've ever met. Absolutely had a blast. Stefan was nice enough to, of course, to share both of his recipes with us. Just text the word recipe to 206-448-4545 and we'll make sure to send it right to your phone. And if you'd like to learn more about the appliances in Stefan's home, visit the website right there on your screen. Albert Lee also has a special offer right now for our viewers. Purchase a Thermador kitchen appliance package and receive up to 3 free complimentary products or upgrades.
This portion of New Day Northwest is sponsored by Albert Lee Appliance.